Today we'll be doing my full gameplay tutorial part 2 on me showing you how to apply my tips in the course of a game. Make sure you check out part 1 in the link. You're not going to understand anything if you don't watch part 1 first. Alright, so after the first quarter I was able to lead 31-26 against the Cavs on money. And you can see I have decided to run the optimal lineup with Giannis at the 5 to start the second quarter. Yes, I understand Giannis is tired, but I don't care. I'm gonna run him because I want to use this quirky lineup. So this optimal lineup of mine with Giannis at the 5 has been very effective throughout this game. I let him handle the ball as the center, so it's kind of like a point center, and you can see it's getting me a lot of open 3-point shots. I don't hit them, but that's fine. It is working, and you can see Money here has decided to run his bench lineup against my optimal lineup, so he's trying to see if he can hold on with the bench and then kill me with his starters later because he does have the better team. And yes, I am running the Giannis point center, and he is good because if they switch, he has got the size advantage, he can back down, he's got good passing, we'll work the ball around, beautiful pass, OJ Mayo, bang, and bang, bang, bang. So we have turned a 5-point lead at this point to 7 after 2 minutes, so we're doing pretty well. Money is still using the bench against my starters, and he is doing good. Money is a solid player, beautiful alley-oop by him. So after 2 minutes, I have decided to put in Greg Monroe because that worked out really good in the first video, in the first quarter. So with Greg Monroe on, I'm gonna kind of switch it up. Giannis is no longer really going to run some pick and rolls. We're going to go through the post and we're going to flush through. So you can see I'm still letting Giannis handle, but there's going to be more flushing now because Monroe is at the 4. I'm not going to get as much spacing, but with Giannis high-low to Monroe into a flush, it's still very effective. And you can see I'm getting into the paint, I'm getting good looks, and Giannis is making a huge difference right now at center. He is really building us the lead, and by this point we have turned the 5-point lead into 8. Now here we sit at 6, and we're working the ball around still, and we're going into the post. Giannis on LeBron, we got him, nice finish. So yes, at this point LeBron is back for Money. So Money decided to give LeBron 3 minutes of rest. He is back, and he's also bringing back Kyrie, so Money has all his starters now against my lineup with Greg Monroe and my 4 starters. And LeBron is gonna be LeBron. Giannis can only get me so far. With LeBron and Kyrie back, my lead has dwindled down to 4. Money is doing really well with LeBron, and I'm struggling, but I'm still going back to Giannis as the point center. Feed it back to Monroe, work the ball back to Giannis. He can't shoot, but he can drive. Nice crossover in the paint, draws another foul. So with Giannis being a quick player, even though he's big, he's actually can get in the paint, so I'm being really aggressive. I'm not really trying to finish, but I am trying to draw fouls, and it's working. We still got that lead going, but at this point, this is the Cavs' optimal lineup on offense. Money's got the LeBron and K-Love front court going, but my defense in the half court is locking up. This is why you're gonna play good defense. Giannis swats that out of there. So always play good defense, especially if you have the weaker team. You gotta play that half court defense. You gotta use my settings. You gotta go on ball. You gotta go off ball. Watch this possession again by yourself. I suggest after the tutorial you can see all of the little things I'm doing. On ball, off ball, shoving him out of the way, forcing him to help side, closing it out, and we took everything away. Shot clock violation. Great Milwaukee Bucks defense on the Cavs. We still get the same lead, and we're still going through Monroe into the post. We're gonna flush as many players as we can with Giannis up top. If Giannis catches us, he's gonna swing it. Fantastic defense by Money. Manual help side by this LeBron James. That is gorgeous. And at this point, we still got an 8-point lead after 6 minutes, but Money makes his run. Here, he does my patented inbound flush on me, so damn it, hate getting beat by my own stuff. And this Kevin Love is also getting him a lot of offensive boards, which allows him to swing it, gets second chance. That is a second chance 3-pointer by LeBron. Lead down to 3, that's a backbreaker, that hurts. But this K-Love is killing me in the glass on the offensive end, and this LeBron is delivering. Here I run an inverted pick and roll between my center and point guard. So quirky, is so effective. MCW with the dunk. And at this point, it's been 8 minutes. We're only 4 minutes left in the second quarter, and Giannis is so tired. I literally ran this man non-stop, so I'm gonna take him off and I'm gonna bring in the bench guys. And with the bench unit in, I'm going to mix it with Jabari Parker and Greg Monroe. So this is my hybrid bench and starter unit, but it is my weaker unit. And right now, you're going to see an unedited run of 4 minutes straight of San Fan basketball with my weak lineup. So at this point, it's still a 5-point lead. So that means everything I've done is great. I kept the lead I had at the beginning of the second half. So I wasted 8 minutes, but I still have the same lead. Against the Cavs, that's an accomplishment. So, but with the weaker unit on, I'm trying to play it safe. I'm trying to just go with the mismatch. So that's Monroe on Fry. Manual defense. Great job by Money. He beat me clean there. Turnover leads to easy basket. That's pretty much the worst thing that could happen. Now my 5-point lead that I worked so hard to defend is down to 3. And I got the bench guys on, so I got problems. But I understand it's the bench guys, and they're not going to be that great. So I'm going into my money plays. I'm running Fist 1-4 horns with MCW. I'm hiding the katana. I'm sneaking in there, and MCW in this game has been huge. Every time I put on the bench unit, he is leading the way. He is the guy that's helping the pretty much my crappiest lineup to, deliver. Like, I am literally holding against the Cavs right now because of MCW. But as you can see also, Money also has his weak lineup on right now where there's no stars, there's no Kyrie, there's no LeBron. So this is crap lineup versus crap lineup. User skill is going to prevail. Open shuffle. OJ, great closeout by Money. That is a great manual closeout. Remember that manual contest tutorial I showed you guys? Money delivered. Shumpert makes that layup over Jabari. That was great D, but you gotta respect that closeout. He earned that layup with that amazing closeout. So I'm going back to MCW. I'm going back to my Horns offense because there's not much to go to here. This is the Bucks bench. But MCW with his size on Dellavedova, he is a huge point guard, so I've decided to cut him into the paint. And look at that, it's making a huge difference. My MCW is 6 of 7 for 13 points. This man is winning us the game. Giannis is holding it for most of the time, but MCW is helping us separate. He's holding on to what Giannis gives him and helping Giannis by increasing the lead. Now the defense is locked up now, but I missed that closeout. Lucky break. Dellavedova misses the open J. We're going back to MCW. And we're going through the horns. We're going to do it till he can't stop it. So we got a mismatch here with Fry, but great switch by Money. I told him dive back in. Greg Monroe kick it back out. So that was great horns action though. You can't hate on that. That was a beautiful offense. At the same time, beautiful defense by Money. Great manual switches. And at this point, he's trying his best to do the flush. He gets in there. I was there with Hansen, but Dellavedova makes it. He was running a 5-out flush there, so that's incredibly hard to defend. Hansen tried. Hansen should have got that though, honestly. But now we're down to 3 points with only 1 minute left. Going to Monroe, back to MCW. And all these flushes by MCW with his humongous size, the Cavs can't adjust. The Cavs don't have a point guard that big, and LeBron can't play the whole game because it's only the first half. So I am taking great advantage of this matchup, and MCW is also defending. Yep, this is the MCW run. No edits, just all MCW. Ooh, Jabari with the throwdown. Now we got it back to 7 with our crap unit versus his crap unit. So that's really good basketball. So throughout this tutorial, pretty much what I'm trying to show you is that you need to foul. You need to have a lineup understanding of your team. You need to put on the starters, put on the quirky. I just edited out the free throws. No point looking at that. So we're back to 5. He makes the free throws. We're back to horns, but we're changing it up. We're running in a different version. We'll go for the katana. Now we're going to go back to the quick pose up. Back to the dive, and MCW is doing just fine. Even if he misses, Greg Monroe gets the easy putback. Always attack the paint aggressively. Good stuff will happen. Now we got a 7-point lead. Oh, he rushed. Easy steal for Jabari. Now we're just going to take care of the ball. We're still in that Warriors freelance. So this entire quarter, I was in the Warriors motion cuts freelance. For those of you wondering, great katana back cut out of the transition. You see that? That's awesome stuff. Make sure you adapt that to your game. Run the transition branches, but modify them with katanas. And now we just need to stop. We got a 9-point lead now. We went from 5 to 9, and he brought LeBron back. So he's trying to defend. He's trying to not get us have this huge separation. He does the flush. We rotate it. Tristan Thompson, not his best shot, but he makes it. 2 seconds left. MCW have been so hot, you know I just gotta try this with MCW. Hall of Fame sim, 48 minutes. Bangity, bang, bang, bang. Lucky shot, I don't care. I got him hot. I earned that free. 62-52. After 2 quarters, we were able to build a 10-point lead, so we got a 5-point lead every quarter. So that's great balance. So I'm gonna stop it here. More tutorials coming, but for those of you who watch this, make sure you rewatch it just to see that 4 minutes of unedited stuff. That was great stuff. And thanks to all of you coming onto the live stream. I've been live streaming Team Up lately. If you want to play with me, just make sure you show up in the live stream. I'll announce the live streams on Twitter, so you can play with me, play against my boys, play against my squad. Hey, even try out. Maybe you can join the squad. Alright family, thanks for coming by. I'll see all of you next time.